What's up, guys? New day. We have just about all of our parts for Chad's here too. We got all of our parts for Klaus. Basically the only thing we haven't done is the heads, so we're gonna take our 2-hour trip out to Lingenfelter in Indiana and get those machined up. We have both of our sets of heads and a cam. We got Klaus's bald eagle cam, which isn't completely trashed. There's a couple grooves in it, little marks and mar. Yeah, there's a little chunk right there, kind of, but we're gonna see if they can just polish it over, because this will be for the junkyard build and I'd still like to keep it. Then we got Klaus's heads in here, and you saw in the previous video a few of the cylinders are kind of beat up and there's probably like 4 or 5 bent valves, so we're gonna have them fix that, and that's gonna go on our 6.0 junkyard build. Then for the race motor build, we have the 243 heads that came off. I believe they're 243 heads or something like that. Yeah, they came off of the junkyard motor we got, 6.0. They got a big huge chamber on them, which is great. Then I'll have them do like their stage 3 or whatever they call porting job on it, and we'll install a whole new valve train with it, double the beehive springs just like this, basically kind of the same setup. It works well. So we're gonna head out there and get these dropped off, and we'll see if they'll let us walk around with the camera this time. Alright guys, we made it to Lingenfelter. They just gave us a cart. We got all the heads. I think we're gonna lose that head. It's fine. Oh yeah, we'll be good. But yeah, Lingenfelter Performance Engineering, the original one where John Lingenfelter himself started out. This is his original shop. Love it here. We're gonna walk in and break parts. You're like the Lingenfelter version of Jeremy Formato.
We come bearing gifts.
Cool. Yeah, goodies.
What do we need to do with the cam?
Oh yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
I told Logan about it. I was like, let's see if we can do anything, because I'd like to
under the good light.
I'd like to reuse it if we can for the junkyard build. It's got some gouges, so even if it changes the duration, whatever, just a little bit, because you can polish cams, can't you?
Yeah, to a point.
Well, even if just take off a chunk, well, just like give it just a little polish, basically, is all I'm looking for. Okay, so these were the heads that actually came off Klaus. So the engine at 3 minutes, seized up, snapped the timing chain, all that. Did that damage and bent a couple valves. Yep. I was telling Logan, I was like, just mill them, clean them up. Like, these are gonna go on the race motor, so these are just slap it together. And I said for the bent valves, throw in anything that you have laying around. Even if you have used good valves or stock ones fit, whatever that you don't want to use, just toss it in.
Okay.
So it depends on become one of the racing's most legendary engine builders. Yes, he is. Oh, you work for International? That's cool.
IH case. Or case IH.
Yeah, case.
They are now.
Yep. Highly modified Corvettes were his business, but racing was his passion. First drag racer to break the 6-second barrier in gasoline engines. Oh, really? I did not know that. Yep, this is the original location where he'd started everything. Lingenfelter's pretty awesome.
Long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. The medium way to the center if you don't wanna roll, you just wanna rock.
Alright, we're gonna head to our go-to spot for food, and I'm sure you guys know where that is. I'll let you guess. And of course, you know this is where we're gonna stop as we're driving past it. Good old Portillo's. We love us some Portillo's. It's so good. You gotta have it all the time. What's up? We are back at the shop now. We just got back from Lingenfelter. We dropped off both sets of heads and the cam to Logan. And then he actually just called me and said that the cam is no good at all. He says it's completely trashed. It'll destroy the lifters if we try to put it back in, and there's nothing that he can do to fix it. So maybe we'll just turn it into a lamp or something like that. But now I'm going to show you guys what we got, some of the new and used parts for Klaus. These are some Gen 4 rods and pistons, which can handle a couple more 100 horsepower than what the Gen 3 ones can do. So we should still be able to make 11 or 1200 on this junkyard build. I got new gaskets, rear main seal, new rod bearings, because since I'm mixing them up, I just want to be able to check them, make sure they're good, and the other ones are 500,000 miles anyways. Rod bolts, all that stuff's cheap. We did get our Monster clutch though back from Monster Clutch, and it is awesome. This is our Monster LT1RR twin disc. It's the same one that we had before. You send it back in, they refresh it, all new discs, all that good stuff. So we got a brand new clutch. It's working well. I got a timing chain because that's garbage. New high volume oil pump. Got head gaskets. Got all kinds of other gaskets. Got a piston ring filer because we're gonna sloppy style it, and we're gonna take these piston rings and we're gonna grind down this right here, these little gaps. We're gonna make the gaps a little bit bigger because when you start to run high boost and heat, the rings expand, and what they do on these stock motors is the rings expand so much they pop the piston and break off the top of it. So you just add a little bit more gap to them for boost. That'll work a lot better. Got our old handheld honer. Some like to call it a dingle ball honer. Just gonna put some etchings in the cylinder walls. All kinds of good stuff, and then we'll throw the rest of Klaus parts that we have back on that engine. So that'll be next video. Get a lot done. Finally got the baby's room, everything, all that's done and ready to go. So now I'm allowed to start working on the car again. But till then, we'll see you guys next time.